How y'all doing? This is your boy Lord Thaddeus Cray. This one is not going to be about a cryptid, but it is going to be connected to one of the earlier videos I did about people vanishing into thin air, never to be seen again. I'm talking about portals. Now you're wondering, what the hell could a portal have to do with anyone vanishing? Well, you gotta understand this. Our world, our dimension, is not the only one. I've seen too much. I'm sorry, guys, I've seen way too much to suggest anything but what I just said. Our world is connected to a multiverse, or a nexus of realities. All that is simply fancy speech for saying that we are a multi-faceted type of existence. As in, there is definitely, I believe firmly, more than one possibility or future, maybe even the past. That right there, I think, is definitely where the Mandela effect possibly could come in, and other affairs. And of course, there's been people who claim to have seen even doppelgangers of themselves. Or maybe even have had dreams of things that should have happened but didn't, or vice versa. These things are all very, very much part of the fact we're in a multiverse. Also, think about Jacob's Ladder. Just going to leave that right there. Now, get back to the subject at hand. How the hell could a portal have to do with anyone disappearing? We got to think about this. Portals are a means many times of transportation. Think about this, stargates. How many times have there been stories of people saying that they walked through something or came near something in the woods or, hell, cave, even their own backyard, and they literally found themselves in one spot then another, and they have no recollection of how the hell they got there, and time just went too fast or slow to make much sense. Think about the stuff at the Bermuda Triangle, people disappearing. That still happens, you know. So you really have to take these things into account. Hell, look, think about what happened at Roanoke, Virginia. Of course, that was a wee bit of a different situation, but at the same time, was it? You have to take these things into account. That pretty much, I think a lot of times people, especially in the woods, because you have to understand something, there are ley lines, there are quite literally fissures in the earth. Me personally, I believe rips in space and time in certain areas that we just don't know about. And the woods, forests and stuff, a lot of those areas have not been touched for hundreds to thousands of years. Especially, we're talking like, think about this, there's all kinds of stuff that's going down. Disappearances, things like that, especially in the Appalachian Mountains, the Rockies, all kinds of stuff. A lot of that area is untouched wilderness. Only God himself knows what the hell is out there in those woods. What the hell could have left, how can I say this the best way? What the hell could have been left behind? Possibly some kind of technology or some type of supernature. And what I mean by that is simply the existence of something that should not be there. By our scientific understanding, things such as this, I'm just saying, there's so many things that can easily cause someone to disappear and maybe wind up somewhere that they're not seen by our eyes again. That's one thing I believe I should mention. It's too important to say otherwise. There's just so much that can happen. I mean, there's always been some kind of mention of one thing or another when it comes to portals. What makes them, what causes them? Again, I can go back to the old story, the old Stargate theory, and those things I definitely believe are very much real. Of course, ancient technology, or possibly even something that could have happened. Hell, earthquakes and the shifting of tectonic plates have been known to definitely cause certain kinds of disturbances. I think that could also be a situation which could cause some kind of rift between our world and another. That's what people really ain't understanding. Nature itself can definitely cause supernatural events. Not everything is either some ancient civilization or fallen nature. Sometimes nature itself, this planet itself, sometimes spits out weird shit, if you know what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to leave this where it is. There's no use elaborating much further because it would kind of take away from what I'm trying to say. My goal is to make you guys think for yourselves. Do your own research. Many of you guys are much smarter than me. Y'all just take a different path. But either way, you guys, if you like it, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll definitely be sure to start churning out more stuff. You guys be blessed and be safe.